Say hello. Say hello. Hi Thrive community. I wanted to take the time to personally thank everyone for your support and encouragement and for the roles you've all played in Thrive as teachers and parents and students through these changes and challenges that we've been faced. As COVID-19 and the lockdown unfolded, I had the initial concern that we would, that our culture at Thrive would be under threat. And as we've been preparing towards returning to the school, it's been in the forefront of my mind to protect our values and our philosophies that are so unique to Thrive. We've been determined as a team to think creatively about how we can continue our individualized approach and our holistic schooling, and how to maintain our focus on social development while social distancing. Your child will be missing their friends and their family, their teachers, and we really miss them. But we're also very conscious that when we do return your children to that school environment, it needs to be with healthy dynamics. We are concerned about social deprivation, that your children will be suffering through this time and stuck at home. And then we are equally concerned about children going back to schools where for hours of every day they're deprived of tactile care and healthy social dynamics and free movement. As a school, though, we do recognize that we need to adhere to the government and the education department's regulations and laws regarding social distancing. We have to implement, the hygiene protocols, and we want to be a part. Yes, we want to be a part of protecting the vulnerable in our community and protecting hospitals from being overwhelmed. However, the more I think about these regulations and the pandemic, the more I realize our culture is not threatened by this crisis. Rather, our culture of consideration has never been more relevant. It is our culture of consideration that's trained your children to be prepared to do what we need to do together to help people. It is, through individual empathy and consideration of each of your children that we'll be able to support their needs. And it is through deep consideration of the many layers and effects social distancing will have on your child and on our dynamics as a school. Do you want a different color? It's green. The deep consideration of that is what will help us be able to maintain offering your children the ability to move and run and play, and to continue developing them socially and having healthy social interactions. I was concerned about needing to put a long list of rules and regulations on a school with no rules, but I don't think that's how we need to approach this. As the reality is that these protocols are just new ways for us as a community to act in consideration. So as a member of the Thrive community, your child remains responsible to be considerate. So we went to fetch a biscuit. Hey? Now that we have our biscuit, can Mommy carry on? Okay. So we will send out our list of protocols and have posters up at the school explaining what the kids need to do. We will train your kids in social distance protocols and hand hygiene. As we explain these things to the children, I think the narrative needs to be really clear from teachers and parents that this crisis is the prime learning opportunity, the ultimate challenge to our core value at Thrive, an opportunity to grow in being considerate. So I look forward to us all being together again one day, and let's help each other to remember that this is not a time to practice fear, but rather a time to practice self-care and concern for others. Thank you. Are you done now? Was that yummy? No, thank you.